Yeah, as we all know, the scores that we are inputting are not the only thing the students will see in their report card. The report card has a part of it that is for character development. It has a part where teachers comment issue, and it has some basic information like next time resumption date, the fee they are paying next time, and things like that. For those kind of information, there is also a part of the portal that you input those information for each student, meaning that for each student, you still have to input the teacher's comment for each of them, select the grades or the character development for each of them, select if they are promoting, if they are going to be repeating, and things like that. And that's what this video is. How to do that is what this video is meant for. But then the first thing I want us to know is that this part can only be done by the class teacher of the class, not all the teachers. So if you are not a class teacher, like from the admin side, from the admin portal, in the admin portal, there's a place where classes are allocated to teachers. This is not just subjects. You can have access to the subject of a particular class because you are teaching them that particular subject, but you don't have access to this part because you are not the class teacher of that class. Because it's expected that the class teacher of the class is the one that writes the comment and does things like that for that particular class. So where you do that for class teachers is you click on card record. That's after enter score, card record. So when you click on card record, you are going to select you are going to select the branch. Once you touch select branch and you are not seeing any branch, it's because you were not allocated, you were not made the class teacher of any class. If you are made the class teacher of any class, the branch under which that class falls is supposed to appear here. So immediately, if you know you're a class teacher and you come here and your branch is not even, you are just saying select branch, nothing to select, then reach out to the admin immediately and tell them to make you, to assign your class to you so that you can do the necessary things. So you select the branch, Living Fountain College. You don't need to touch the session and the term. It will automatically be the current session and current term, except if you are wanting to edit a previous work, a previous term or session work. So the next thing you select is class. The classes that you class teacher will appear under class. Yes. So for example, if I select SS1 science, then the next thing I will do is select the student. The student that will appear will be a drop down of the student in the particular class that is selected. So I can just select the first person there, and then I can now go into imputing what I want to input. The first part that you will see after selecting the student is class details. You see these class details, you are only going to input, you are only going to have to fill it once because it's the same for everybody. So when I input next term fee, for example, I put a fee for next term fee and I select the resumption date. I select resumption date. When I click on save class details, this button, it automatically save that fee and that resumption date as the fee and the resumption date for that particular class. So everybody in that class that I'm coming, let's say I go back and to student and I select the next student. What I'm coming to do, I will not need to touch class details again. Automatically, the values that are inputted in next term fee will just show automatically. The values are inputted in next term fee and resumption date will show automatically. And then all I will just have to do is the student details. Okay, let me try it for the first person here. Bankole Olamide Elizabeth. Let's say next time they'll be paying 1 million naira. How many zeros is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And their PTA fee will be 25,000 naira. Let's take for example, and then the resumption date, let's just select a date. You see, once I click on save class details, you see saved successfully. Now, all I have to do for this student is the student details, teacher's comment, and every other necessary thing I have to choose for that student. Let's say I've done that for Bankole Olamide Elizabeth. I've put everything I need to put and I clicked on save student details. If I come to the next student and I click on Brigide Messi Ifedayo, class details will remain the same. Nothing will change. It is the student details I will now have to fill in again. Don't know if you are with me. Okay, now let me go back to the first person. The student class details will be the same. Then I'll have to. So for student details, I don't think there's a need for principal comments actually. Teachers comments, because I think principal comments is deactivated in the report card. So I don't think they are going to see principal comments in their report card. But As the class teacher, you input the teacher's comments here. The attendance in percentage should, in case you calculated it, you can input it, but then I doubt if there's a feed for that in the report card itself. I doubt if attendance is showing for now, so you can just leave that. Then for promotion, you have to choose something here. Either you choose use next class. If you choose use next class, it will display the next class for you, SS1 art, and this is wrong. Now, because this person I'm selecting for is in SS1 science, but then the system is saying if you choose use next class in the person's results, the person is going to see promoted to SS1 arts, and that's because in the portal after SS1 science we have another class called SS1 arts. You understand? But then if you choose for those in GSS classes, I think this should work, especially GS1 and 2. If you choose to use next class, your next class will be GS2. This one is happening like this for SS because they have art, science, commercial, and things like that. So for those in SS, you cannot use next class. Once you are seeing that the next class that is showing, the next class that displays here is not the next class that is supposed to promote, you just come to use custom class. Use custom class. If you click on use custom class, you will see custom promoted to. Then from there, you can now select the class you want the person to go. Okay, SS2 science. Then when you do that, it's promoted to SS2 science that will show in the person's results, not this next class again. So you can just ignore the next class that's written there. But because you chose use custom class, and then you selected the custom class, you selected the class the person promoted to yourself. That class you selected is where the person promoted to. And if the person is supposed to repeat, just click on advise to repeat. The person will see in his report card that the person is not promoted, the person is advised to repeat. I don't know if we get that. And then the last part that we have to choose is the affective domain. Punctuality, select the grade for the student. Neatness, select the grade for the student. And when you are done, just click on save student details. And when you are done with that, just come back up and go to the next student. And as I've said, your class details will remain the same. You don't need to touch it. Just do the same thing. Promote the student, input your class comments, affective domain, save student details, like that, like that, like that. That's how it is. So you have to do it for everybody in the class that you class teacher. So should in case you come to this page and you are seeing that your branch is not populating, it's not showing anything, that's because you are not assigned to any class. And if you want to do it for a particular class, please reach out to the admin. And so every class teacher has to do this, because without this, we cannot release this. Without this, just cause we make the report card incomplete. The scores you have been inputting and what you are inputting here is what will appear in the report card. And please, teacher's comment is a comment. Is just a short comment. It's not does not have to be too long. In fact, this thing will the teacher's comment field here will restrict you to just 20 words. So to avoid this, you just be very brief and direct. It does not have to be an essay. Thank you very much. If there's any issue or you notice any error, please reach out to the school admin or you reach out to Master Japheth. Thank you.